Here we go. All right, so
Yeah. What it is, what the deal be.
I'm Angelica
I'm your
Reeves,
boy Shaun Smoove.
and we are in the know. So I have a question for Shaun Smoove tonight, and hopefully he's going to give you some good sober advice, some real serious advice.
Resentment.
What are you?
I'm always sober.
Sober is in serious.
Yeah. No. Yes.
So the question,
What's the question?
the question is, what advice do you have for young men under the age of 35? What advice do you have for them about life, concerning life? Just some advice that you would give them as they're on their journey.
I would probably say to them that you're like in your peak season. You're in your peak season on knowing this is the time that you have to know exactly what you're trying to do, what you're trying to conquer, what you're trying to bring forth to yourself, your family, if you have one in the world. You have to be influential. You have to be a force to be reckoned with. Know what you want to do. Know where you want to go, and know how you want to do it. Your plan should already be sought out. You're 35 now. You're right in that, in between state.
But what if you're 35 and younger? What if you're in your 20s?
Even if you're in your 20s, that's when your plan is building. In your 20s, you're building your plan. You're starting to build this plan, this legacy that you want to leave, and this life that you want to live.
Okay.
So I think everything comes with a plan. Everything comes with a plan. And you always have to be a thinker. You know what I mean? How they say life is chess, not checkers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's thinking about your next moves and then going forth with it.
Okay. But, so young men and young women that are in 35 and younger, 20s, especially early 20s, a lot of times they have an idea as to where they want to go in life, but it doesn't always go the way that they planned it. So they'll have hiccups along the way. What advice can you give to them if the plan that they set in place does not play out? What advice can you give to them to encourage them to keep going?
Great question. And that's just it. Keep going. Because in life, period, no matter if it's your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, it's always going to be hiccups in there. You have to be strong, and you have to have that mindset of not giving up on anything. Always keep moving forward. Don't lose yourself. Because it's easy. It's real easy to lose yourself in this society, in this world that we have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
It's just grappling, man. It's grappling, and it'll catch you up and hold you and just pull you down. You have to be able to climb back up out of that.
Okay, so what would you say then would be good for them? If you're talking about trying to pull yourself up or trying to move forward, a lot of people don't have the motivation. They don't have the support system to encourage them to keep going. So what advice to them could you give them to build their inner strength, to build that self-confidence? Because if you don't have those things, it's gonna seem almost impossible to move forward.
Yeah. And you know what I say is that's gonna keep you up, and it's gonna keep you up there to self-motivate you. Prayer. Because I had nobody behind me. I had no support system really like that at all in my life. You always get them people to say, oh yeah, keep going. Mm-hmm. But in the back of their mind, like, man, it ain't about to do a damn thing. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, keep on. You have to be your own audience. You have to be your own self-motivator. Unfortunately, some people along the way are going to have those people that's going to be behind them like, hey, baby, listen, you fell down. I'm here to pick you up. You know what I mean? I'm praying for you. Keep going. Prayer, and more prayer. It's always going to help you. God, the ever-loving God, he's always with you. Talk to him. Talk to him every day, every minute, every hour if you need to. Because that's what's going to keep you going. And that's what kept me going. And I don't even have a damn thing. But me.
I
It
wouldn't
kept
say
me
that.
going, man. It kept me going. It kept me moving towards what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? That acting, that modeling thing. But it kept me moving when people said like, nah, I don't know if you should do that. I don't know if you should do this. But then when I did it, and you know things would come going my way. Hey, let me get some tickets. I want to come see you. Yeah, buy them at the door. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be your own. You know what I mean? You gotta be you gotta be your own audience. You gotta give your own self a round of applause. You gotta give your own self a pat on the back. You gotta pick yourself up because a lot of people aren't gonna do it. I mean, you should know that.
Yeah, I do know that.
You do know that.
I do know that
from experience.
Yep, from
You know what I'm
experience.
saying? This experiences that we go through in this industry is rough and challenging and it's hurtful at times. But you have to have that tough frog skin, that toad skin, to not let it pierce you. And again, keep moving. Keep moving. You know what I mean? The only way you're going to go forward, that's like a bike. If you stop pedaling, you're going to stop eventually. Keep pedaling. Keep going. Pedal, 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 pedal.
Okay, so now I want to say this because, you know, you've shared some of your experiences that you went through, you know, as a child, as a teen, as an adult coming up. And, you know, you're built from a different cloth than some of these younger people.
Millennials, as we call them.
Yeah, millennials, Generation Z, or whatever. You're kind of tough. But what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing a lot of young people that first of all, they don't have the same type of parents that we had. They don't have those parents that was like, you know, that made us do what we needed to do, made us clean up, made us go to work, made us do all this stuff. A lot of times their parents are partying with them.
Yeah,
you know, so a lot of them are, you know, they're not as strong or as tough or whatever, but they're groping. Some of them are groping for help. And I'm not saying all millennials or whatever are in a bad situation, but there are some that are, you know, watching videos like this, that are looking for help, that are looking for a way to motivate themselves. And so what would you say to them? I know you said, you know, to keep going, keep pedaling or whatever, and you offer prayer. You said that prayer is definitely one of the key things to what happened in your life. Is there anything else that you can maybe offer them as to where to begin? Because they may not even know where to begin. They may not even know, they may have never said a prayer. They may have, you know, never thought in a million years that they would find themselves at this point alone with no support. Mom and daddy is not helping them the way that they thought that they should. They dropped out of school. They thought that they would be further along now, but they're not. They're stuck. So what would you say would help them, you know, to get out of this rut, to get out of that rut? I know you offer some things already, but some people, you know, may not even know where to begin.
You're right, and that's a great question. What I would have to say to them is again, you have to strive and you have to want it. You know, although you don't have nobody to tell you how to get up out this mud that you're in, this quicksand that you're sinking in. You know, you have to want to fight, because if they don't want it, they're never gonna get it. You know, again, that's why we talk about that's like the self motivation. A lot of people don't have nobody, and those that do have people sometimes don't listen to the people that's in their lives that are trying to help them.
Very true.
So, you know what I mean? When you in that quicksand, you have to fight. You have to fight. And you have to want it. If you don't want nothing, if you give up on yourself, who's going to believe in you? If you don't believe in yourself, why would somebody else want to believe in you?
That's very true.
It makes no sense.
Very true.
You can't go down that path. You may fall down, but you have to try to get back up. Try and try again. It's no other way. It's no other way to put it. I don't care what anybody else tells you. Oh, go to this and try to seek some help. Yeah, you get all these different things out here you can look up online and try to seek help. God forbid you falling into a depression era, it's always help and sponsors out there, but they can only help you but so much. If you don't do it, nobody's gonna do it for you.
That's very true. That is very, very true.
Nobody's gonna do it for you. And then and people feed off of energy. And if they see that you don't want it, why would they keep trying to instill and give you these options to do other things if they see that you're not even really trying? So it always starts right here within us.
Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. That is great advice. And I'd like to add also to get rid of the distractions. Because if you have a whole lot of distractions, it's going to be very difficult to stay self-motivated, because everything out there is vying for your attention. So if you know, online a lot, playing video games or whatever it is, it's a distraction. It is designed to keep you distracted from the things that you should be focusing on. So, you know, you're going to have to get rid of the distractions, unfortunately. Less TV, less video games. You know, you're going to have to engage people in real life, and you're going to have to learn how to engage people in real life. And so a lot of that's going to come with you cutting off the distractions and getting, and something else that happens also when you're online a lot is that you find yourself comparing yourself to the people on television, to the people on the internet or whatever, and it will give you a sense of hopelessness because you'll feel like you're not attaining what they're attaining. So when you cut the TV off, when you cut the internet off, then you find yourself, okay, it's just me, and I have to do my best, not somebody else's best. My best.
It starts with you.
It starts with you. So, and I think that's the theme of this whole segment. Is it starts with you.
It starts with you.
Very, very good. Very, very good advice.
I got a song. I'd like to hear it. Here we go. Free your mind.
Okay.
And the rest will follow.
All right.
Okay.
No, it was great. It was really great. So,
It starts with you, people. You can do it.
It starts with you. Great advice. Great.
Yes, great advice.
Very, very good. I'm proud of you. He was like cool too. Like when he was answering the question, he wasn't like snapping off. He kind of snapped off at the end, but that's to be expected because he normally does that. So anyway, thank you so much for this segment, and we'll be back with In the Know.
You know it.